Hello knitters, Faylin from Strands Knitting Studio in San Clemente, California, and I'm going to talk felting today, so stay tuned. Okay, first off, we got a class this Saturday. Now I'm moving this class from a 12 o'clock class to a 10 o'clock class. All right, so it's going to be this Saturday, the 15th at 10 o'clock, and that's the Booga bag. So that's the felted bag. This is super simple. If you're a brand new knitter, you can totally knit this. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna come with this bottom part knitted up. Now I've obviously felted this. And so this is what it looks like felted. Again, you saw this. This is what it looked like not felted basically. But then once it felts, you know, this one you can still sort of see the stitches in there, but it's felted. And that means you can cut into it, which you're gonna do to get your handles. If you do your handles the way they did it, which obviously I'm not there yet. I haven't done my handles yet, but you pinch like this, so that it's like this. This is an option. You can see in my pictures that I have, lots of people just knitted it like this and put the handles on it. And you can make the handles like I did that I-cord last week. And so there's my I-cord all felted up. And so now I'm gonna cut this in half, and these will be my two handles. And I can knot them. I think you make a knot, so that will take up some of this, because these would be really long handles probably. So they'll probably end up more like this as a handle, and this stuff will be knotted into the bag itself. And notice how I didn't weave on my ends. I just left them. And now I can just cut these things off and they'll go away and I don't have to deal. So that's the class coming Saturday at 10 o'clock. And what you're gonna hopefully come to class with is the bottom of your bag. So for the large or medium size, it's actually the medium size Booga bag, you're gonna cast on, I think it's 34 or 36 stitches. You're gonna knit for like 36 rows, which will be 16 ridges on one side, 16 on the other side. And then we pick up around the bottom of the bag. And we've done several bags that's the way we start the bags. You make a bottom and then you pick up around, and then you're just knitting in a circle. You're just knitting in a circle. The colors are just happening the way the colors happen because it's Noro and it's beautiful. You can make it solid. As I said, I've got solid felting yarns now, probably about 10 colors, and you can make them solid. You can stripe 2 colors if you want. You can do whatever you want. It just has to be able to felt, which means it doesn't say superwash on it. It also means it's not got other stuff, like if it has silk and other things in it, it may not felt as good as you want it to. And if it's too much, if it's more than, I mean, if the wool is like 80%, it'll probably felt, but I wouldn't chance it. And if it's over that, it's not gonna felt because silk doesn't felt. So, or whatever else it is. Okay, so that's the Booga bag. I still obviously have to do the handles. And that's the felting. And so that class is this Saturday at 10 o'clock. Okay, so felting is something that was really big back in the day. It's big, it's still big because it's just a cool, very cool technique that you knit your thing. So I've got a pair of slippers that I knitted up a bit ago with this yarn, and this is the pattern that comes with this particular yarn. So this is what it looks like before I felted it, okay? And this is what it looks like after I felted it. So it's actually felt fabric, like you know, all know what felt looks like, right? So it's actually felt, but because this is just pure wool, there's no treatment to it. You know, you put your sweater in the washing machine or the dryer and it comes out this big, that's felting. Felting happens. You put it in the washing machine, it happens. Now our newer machines, it doesn't happen all the time because there's not enough agitation. But if you got it in a machine that does the agitation, then it goes from this, which is the good part, is it also takes away any mistakes, like any even stitches or anything like that. All right, so I'm not gonna be teaching this particular one, but you're welcome to knit it. So this yarn has a section of it that is striped and a section of it that's a solid color. So you've got, it looks like this in the skein. And so you have like this one starts with the color, and as you go around you get into the pink, and then you get back into the color and you go back to pink. All right, so So this pattern was like, came out, I don't know, late fall last year, and oh my God, everybody was knitting it. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do that as a class. It'll be probably in September, but I'm gonna play with it now. And I'm gonna I'm going to use this and see how I can get it to stripe up just using this, so you don't have to have different colors, because these are stripes. And again, it's flat. This particular pattern is knit flat. That's why I really like it. You don't have to do any in the round stuff. But you're striping 2 rows, which is not hard. And again, it's felted. So, you know, inconsistencies, just will go away. So we have yarn now. We've got our Cascade 220, which is just a basic good wool yarn in quite a few colors that we've got, so that you can stripe it just like it is in the pattern. But now I'm going to try this, because this would be a little easier. You don't have to. So, and it does take bulky yarn, which means you're probably doubling. I'm guessing that you're going to double the worsted weight, because I think it asks for super bulky. So we've got worsted, so you're going to be doubling the yarn to get it to be thick like this is. So, so I'm going to try this with just this and see what I can do. So I've got 2 ideas. One is just to knit it straight out like I did, where, you know, part of it will be this and part of it will be that. My other idea though is to cut off a section and just wind it up, and one side will be the solid and one would be the colored, and stripe it like that. So I have a row of this, a row of the black, a row of this, or 2 rows of this and 2 rows of that, 2 rows of this. So it stripes, but it's all within the same yarn, so you're not changing yarns or anything like that. So that's my idea right now. We'll see how that goes. The other option, of course, is just using the Noro, and the way Noro stripes up, which is beautiful, and it stripes and you don't have to change colors. And yeah, so this is the other idea or other option for making these slippers where you're not changing colors all the time. So nothing hard about the changing colors, and it is a look, you know, but you got options. Mostly you have options, but I have to work with the options first so that I can figure out how the options are working, so that you actually get it to stripe the way we want it to, like it actually works, and you're not getting there and going, this isn't working. I'm going, oh no, now what? So I'm going to knit these up and play with the yarn and see how it works. And Noro, we don't need to play with the Noro because we already know how it works. I will have knit them up so I know the construction is. So like if you want the sole, see, I don't think you can make the sole. I think you're going back across the whole thing. So it's all one color. You don't have a separate sole. Like this doesn't have a separate sole. You know, it's all, you're knitting, this one you're knitting in the round. The other one, the striped one, the sailor one, is knit flat, and then we sew it up. So that's my experimenting that I'm going to be doing over the next couple weeks. So stay tuned. And that's going to be it for today. I'll let you know what my experiment does. This is sort of fun, actually. I'm sort of excited to see how this works out. So yeah. So felting this Saturday at 10 for the bag, and the slippers will come in September. So watch out for those. And I guess that's it for today. And I hope to see you in the studio real soon. Bye.